Okay, 3, 2, 1.
You don't
Welcome,
say
everyone.
one. You never say one.
Oh, that's true. You never say 1. All right, okay.
You never say one. It's
Small
like going
rewind.
full retard.
Okay. Welcome, everyone, to BRG Podcast episode number 49 for December 12th, 2016. What?
Did you say 12th?
I said 12th, 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 12th.
He speaks
December
Canadian.
12th.
It's okay.
Okay. Here we go. Thank you for our Patreon subscribers and Patreon people who have donated on Patreon. Linz and Dano, Yankee Vader as well. Thank you so much. Thank you guys.
They go the extra mile. We appreciate it.
And it helps with the podcast going forward. Today we don't actually have a main segment. We have some topics we're going to cover. The episode might run a little shorter than usual. Warped is a little bit under the weather, and I've been
like
too far into the 12th. All right.
I'm sick, and he's going to be drunk before this is all over.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Okay, my
All
headset
right.
keeps, dying.
Okay. So that means you're not going to be able to hear me partway through, or, in and out.
If I get lucky, it'll be selective hearing.
Okay, sounds good. So first, in the news, we have a new little console that's shortly coming out. It's called the Retro Engine Sigma. It is actually backed on Indiegogo. The developers or the manufacturers who want to put this out have already raised about $300,000 US and 300,000 and change, which is amazing. And the cool thing about this little gadget is that it'll allow you to play games from like 28 different consoles.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
I know.
It's from consoles even I don't even know.
So there's actually, I was looking at the video that's playing, and they were showing Neo Geo, Nintendo 64, what was the other one? Sega Master System, like all kinds of different games.
Well, and there's variances on some, like, I know the Atari 2600, because that was, like, the iconic Atari. I know about the 2800, even though I never played with it. But I feel like Atari ST, I've never heard of. MSX, I've never heard of. Forgive me.
I haven't heard of this either.
I was going to say, if people know, like, oh my god, I cannot. I'm sorry, I don't. I went from the Atari 2600 to the 8-bit Nintendo, so. But it's still, it's not just plugins. There's also a lot of portables in here as well, including the Neo Geo Pocket, the Game Boy, etc.
Yes. I used to have a Neo Geo Pocket. Got that a while back, and then I sold it. So one of the things that the site says is the first 500 contributors on the crowdfunding campaign can pre-order a console for just $50. It includes a 16 gig micro SD card, which is pretty cool. The system allows you to download an app on your phone, and through that app you can decide which games you want to load on the system itself, which is pretty neat. And if I'm not mistaken, it has USB ports and supports controllers.
All controllers.
Controllers.
So
that means if you have one of your original old controllers, you can just plug it in and away you go, right?
Well, I question that, because this thing connects via USB, as I haven't done anything, but anything that's a USB adapter for these controllers will work. But basically, they're showing off, everything from modern Xbox to PlayStation to the old Sega and Nintendo, Super Nintendo controllers. They've got ports on them for additional hubs, so you can have more controllers on there, even wireless controllers. I mean, it's insane. Now, a couple things to point out here. Yeah. One is the amount of money they have gotten so far in relation to how much money they asked for.
Oh, what did they ask for? I didn't see that.
20,000.
Oh, that's it? To make this a reality?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
And there's still a month left.
That's crazy.
People want this. The other thing to point out here, too, is that please understand, this is an emulator box.
Yeah.
They're not giving you the games. You still have to go out and find the games because, that there'd be a whole lot of contracts to try to strike, which I'm pretty sure wouldn't happen. But a lot of people do emulators for their systems. This supposedly, from what they're touting through their Indiegogo site, are just going to make it extremely easy to take those ports and bring them in. Yeah. So
that's pretty neat.
If you missed a chance to get the NES, the official NES with 30 games, screw that.
This is where it's at.
God, 28 different freaking systems, and then all the emulators go with it. God.
That's
awesome. I ain't got no time for this, and I'm also too old. But you know what I'm not too old for?
What are you not too old for?
Making fun of the Russians. Because by God, that's what a good American does. And this one, especially for me, it makes me all kinds of giddy happy because it just once again shows the stupidity of Russia. So, Russia's MPs, their enforcement branch, if you will, says that FIFA 17 is nothing but gay propaganda, and this is not because of this picture. Just so you know, this is funny, not the reason. Actually, the reason for it is, it's actually because the supposedly FIFA is supporting the LGBT friendly environment. This is actually related to last month when English Premier League ran a week-long campaign called Rainbow Laces, where the players actually wore rainbow laces, showing their support for all of their lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender players and fans. And first of all, to everybody out there that decided to put color shoelaces in their shoes in support of this, kick ass to you. You guys are awesome. We're all human beings here. And I give them a lot of credit for that. But because of that, and because that's, part of this, Russia has deemed it horrible, because Russia actually has laws against gay everything. Just so
gay propaganda laws.
Yeah, I mean, literally anything.
Like, really?
It's ridiculous. They are so backwater and so behind the times. It's ridiculous. So, I applaud anybody who can do anything to make them upset. Sorry, not to get politics into this, but anyways, yeah, it's just things like this are so silly, and yet somehow they seem to think this. Hey, you know what? This might be somehow associated to something, so we'll go ahead and just ban it outright. It's like, and I'll be honest with you, in reading this, it just, the fact that they talk about it, they were going to join this thing, instantly they get flagged. They want to put it under like the mature audience label for the game. It's like mature. Yes, my child can't buy FIFA because it's mature content because they have colored shoelaces.
It's okay. Hang on. This is an update through the existing game. The game's already out. Am I right or am I wrong?
I believe so.
So if it's just an update, how are they going to control it through all the people who have already purchased the games? They can't.
They can bitch about it. I have no idea.
Yeah, unless they can. I don't know.
Is there less stupid out there, Kirok?
Is there less...
Tell me there's less stupid out there.
Okay, all right. So I got something that's actually pretty cool.
Okay.
In South Korea, people who develop hacks or create hacks or methods to hack games, aimbots, things like that, can now face up to 5 years in prison. 5 years in prison. That's amazing because, I mean, everyone knows, and I'm one not to like people who are cheating, and I know you've expressed that yourself, Warped.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it when I'm playing a game, I'm enjoying the game for the game and what it offers, and yes, even though I may not be that good a player, that person already has the advantage against me, you know what I'm saying? And then to have somebody cheat just makes the fun go totally down and you want to stop. So right now, South Korea has taken some drastic steps to crack down on people behind this with up to 5 years of imprisonment or even up to $43,000 fines. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome right up until you realize the real capacity of this. First of which is, this pertains to people who physically live in the country of South Korea that are making these. This is not for people using these mods. You
No.
cannot be fined or arrested for using them.
For using it for
But
for
if you
taking
happen to
advantage.
move to South Korea and create a hacks mod of any sort, then you could potentially fall under this. The other more disturbing factor about this is the fact that the law, which is typical, is so loosely written that it doesn't say specifically like, oh, if you're making an aimbot, if you're making a detrimental mod, that you can be fined. It just basically says, yeah, if you create a mod of any sort for a game, you're in trouble.
Yeah. So it's interesting because now they have basically put this out there, and I don't know if it's just meant to be a deterrent. I mean, obviously it is, right? But here's the thing: how do they enforce it at this point? How are they going to find the ones that are doing this?
You know, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
unless you're putting things up anonymously, but most of these guys that have made these hacks in the past, they usually have like a Patreon account or something that people can give back to.
But not just that. Like a lot of them, I guess, who create the hacks and the aimbots and stuff like that, they want to be known. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's part of it, right? It's not just that if they set up an account, like you said, and then they get a kickback, or somebody buys it, and then that person can use it in game. They also want to be known as the person that created this aimbot that does such an amazing job. That it's a reputation thing. So maybe that's their best way. I wonder if they would have like a separate task force in the police department to. Nah, probably not. But it's pretty cool. I mean,
I'm sure there's some joke about police and aimbots there, but I'm just not going to go into it.
Nice.
Well,
okay.
on the bright side, thanks to an update or a new thing from Sony, now we can look forward to people hacking and aimbotting other types of games like card games. Yay!
Hey.
I don't even know what to say about this. I mean, I've seen so many articles about this. I figured I'd bring it up, but still, so Sony's just announced Project Fields, a new way to play card games. Basically, what it is this little wonderful little pad here that's got the little marks on it, and it's designed to work with, I'm sure, select card games that Sony has all kinds of rights to. And the pad is fitted with IC readers, sensors, and LEDs. And of course Bluetooth, and what they do is they can basically sense or read what cards are being laid on them and what their orientation is, and then that can play into the game, which can be played on like a tablet in front of you. So now you can have a digital game that you buy physical cards for, and then play physically with your friends digitally.
Yeah. Okay. It seems, you know what? It's, to me, let the game be either a digital card game and that's it, and I play it on my tablet, whatever the tablet is, or let the game be just a freaking card game.
That's the problem with you, Kira, because you're one of the old people. This is not for us. This is all for you newfangled young punks out there.
You just called me old.
No,
I
honestly,
guess you're right.
They show the pictures in the video of this, and you see like kids, you know, a la Yu-Gi-Oh, putting cards down, having things happen in front of them. So it's like, my first instinct is, oh wow, look, another reason for kids not to have imagination. But of course, I'm an old fuddy-duddy too. I don't know. I personally don't think it's all that whoop-de-doo to have a fucking screen in front of you we can both look at while I'm playing cards. Yeah, I played Magic the Gathering. My mental images were enough. Now that said, I could see some fun in, and I have no idea if they're gonna do this or not. But just as a new media transition, which would be to have a physical card game that you and I, Kirok, could play, but remotely, so that my pad could sync up to a visual as well as yours.
That I like. That's pretty cool, because then I actually have a deck of cards that I play in front of me, and you see it show up. Yeah,
exactly.
Or on your screen.
If they could do that, then I'd be impressed. The problem with that is there's always something to do with knowing what's in graveyard, in your discard deck or things like that. It's always something that's gonna be inherent. But so this at least where they're showing it off, I'm not really impressed. But if they can make it a network long distance connected thing so that you and I could play, yeah, balls to the wall. I'm down.
Yeah, it's amazing how that little twist that you mentioned makes it. I look at it and I go, yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah, if they do that, you know. But that, yeah, again, we're different generations, so.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, my generation's smart. I got insurance.
That's awesome.
These young kids.
All they do is just stream stuff.
Always
they just stream this and stream that. Twitch here and Beam there. Oh, and by the way, Twitch is going to be streaming live from the White House.
Yay!
They're going to have a gaming event live from the White House. It is actually a gaming event to raise awareness of the Affordable Care Act, which we don't have in Canada, also otherwise known as Obamacare. The stream will be happening on December 12th. That's going to be the day this airs. That's awesome. That's going to be the day this airs. Yeah.
Yeah. When you're reading this, it's going on.
Yeah. So and basically it runs from like 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they're going to have a series of different games that they're going to stream. One of them being Rocket League. The alcohol is taking effect. Rocket League. They're going to have.
I want to remind you fumbled the intro.
I know. So yeah, they're going to be playing games such as Rocket League. What was the other one? Street Fighter 5, and that's the only two that I saw listed there. But that's pretty cool. They're going to stream it straight from the White House. I wonder how many people. It's going to be on Twitch, so I imagine it's going to be on the main page as soon as you go to Twitch.
Oh, I'm sure. And they've got a couple big names like Shaq. Who are being icons to get things like Kirak said. This is meant to be awareness for getting people signed on to the Affordable Care Act, otherwise known as Obamacare, so that people are covered. And I mean, I don't quite get how online streaming is supposed to convey. But I guess they're trying to get into the streams, the flows of where this generation is. Because they're targeting the age 18 to like age 26-ish range of people who don't have health care for themselves yet and need to get it. So this is a way to try and reach them and say, hey, by the way.
No, it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. But who at 18 is going to be thinking of that? Do you know what I'm saying?
I know. And when I was 18, I sure as hell wasn't.
Yeah,
but
neither was I. So.
I tell you kids right now, you need to start saving your money for retirement and get yourself a good health care plan.
Now get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. The youth is wasted on the young, god damn it. People. Anyways. Hey guys, I want to take just a quick break. We're not doing a main topic tonight. But I just want to put a quick break. We don't have anything to advertise this time around, but I do want to give you guys kind of a news update, if you will, on BRG, at least for the podcast itself. We're coming towards the end of the year. This is actually the last regular podcast that we will be doing for this year. Before you spaz out, for this year, we haven't hit 50 million subs. We're not canceling or deleting our account or anything like that. But the next couple episodes we have coming up here are going to be a year in review. We're actually going to look back on this past year, talk about the topics that have come up and where things have gone so far, as well as doing a New Year's prediction episode with past guests. We're actually going to try to predict what's going to happen in the future, so stay tuned for that. That said, also, I need to take some downtime. So things may be a little more sporadic coming in the year. I haven't decided anything yet, but I'm probably going to be taking a quick sabbatical from BRG itself to take care of real life for a while. I'll see how that's going to affect the podcast and what goes from there, and I'll definitely give you guys a heads up on that. I just wanted to get that out of the way now before I forget. So back to our regularly scheduled program. So I didn't want to down people here, but I wanted to get that out of the way here. So let's talk about happy things. Oh wait,
All right.
there isn't really happy things. Well, I guess it's happy for some people. So, Supreme Court sides with Samsung over Apple patent penalty. This is just a quick follow-up because we've talked about this stupid lawsuit that's years old now. And basically, the long and short of it is the Supreme Court sided with Samsung, saying that basically the Samsung violation in design patents can't be like as a whole. It has to be about specific things. So it's not to say that Samsung's out of dark waters or anything like that. It's just that they're going to go back down to a lower court and redefine the fines, which went from like $1 billion down to 400 some odd million, which is now going to probably be less. So hopefully, God willing, the creek don't rise. This is going to be the last year we hear about this stupid ass lawsuit. I will say one thing. Anybody who sues another person over a phone design because it's flat and it's rectangular can pretty much go bite my shiny metal ass. All phones look alike nowadays. Give me a break. Kirok.
Oh, yes.
Happy news, right?
Happy news. Yes, actually, this is actually some really, I guess you could say it's some good news because maybe YouTube realized they were lying to us.
No. Officially, they're saying nothing's wrong. They just happen to put out a survey.
Yes.
Asking if something's wrong.
There's actually a link that you can click on, and it will take you to a survey, as Warp mentioned. This survey allows you to go and fill out information about. It's actually called the YouTube subscription survey. So if you've accidentally been unsubbed when you didn't do it yourself from one of your favorite YouTubers, you can go in and fill this out, and it's got some things like some check boxes that you got to go through. It says I've stopped seeing videos from this channel on my subscription tab. Another one you can check off is I stopped seeing videos from this channel on my home tab, and this one's probably my favorite one. I stopped receiving notifications from this channel. So if you believe that you have accidentally been unsubbed from one of your favorite YouTube content creators, you can actually go through and fill this in. Now, I don't know, even though this is available, what's it going to do? Like, unless it's true that you can't resub to something you've been unsubbed.
I heard that rumor.
Right, it's a rumor.
I don't know of any channels I've lost, so I can't go test that theory. But
but maybe that's what this is for. So if you have a channel you've been unsubbed from, and you go and click and it doesn't let you sub again, you can submit it in here and maybe they correct it. Maybe.
I think this is a lot like when your grandma's got that shelf full of kitsch, all those little ceramic things, and you're looking at one, you drop and break it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of hide it and see if anybody notices.
You just brush it underneath.
Yeah, just the person got up something for this channel to see if anybody notices. Again,
but that's pretty cool. At least. Well, I mean, at least
you have a very interesting definition of what's cool.
Well, okay. Now that I think about it, maybe they're just doing it to shut people up. I don't know. It could be either way, right?
Well, my best suggestion then would be to have every major YouTube contender go through their channel, put out a big shout out pointing to this particular survey. Otherwise, ain't nobody gonna fill it out.
That's true. They're not gonna know. Yeah.
Of course, then again, people who got on some of the channels won't see their video of that. But hey, details. Right.
They wouldn't be fined for something like that, right? Nah.
No, I think they'd be. You know what? When you come over to somebody's house and get to play with their toys, you don't get to bitch about what they take away from you.
Mm.
I mean, you might think they're assholes for it, but it's still their house. It's still their rules.
It's still their toys. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's the way it is. I said it last time. Don't like it? Go somewhere else. Just saying. Anyways.
You did. Yep.
Happy news. Oh, no, wait. No, this is not happy news. Ubisoft users are fined $1.2 million for insider trading. And this is just a quick follow-up. So we had the Ubisoft executives that just happened to all sell off a bunch of Ubisoft stock right before they announced there would be delays for Watch Dogs and The Crew, which miraculously happened to make the stocks drop by 25%. But they assure us that this has nothing to do with insider trading, that they had no knowledge of these delays coming up at all. Because, C-level people, they have no idea what's going on with some of their major league AAA titles for their company at all. So there's a breakdown between the different guys here you can take a quick look at. You know what?
Is this fine? Is this fine towards the? Because I remember the last article, it was 2 gentlemen, I think, or something like that.
Oh no, there's a total of 5.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was 5. So this is basically the amount that they're fining those guys.
Yes,
those 5 people. Okay.
CEO, VP of Corporate Affairs, Worldwide Studios Executive Director, VP of Executive Operations, and the Ubisoft Brand Development Director. Got it. The people would be very involved with the release of games.
Oh man, I wonder if this is because this is actually done deal, sealed and finished, right?
Theoretically. Well, that said,
that's going to affect games, I think.
Ubisoft is going to appeal.
Okay.
And this is just a French court. But chances are, if one court says, "Hey, not cool," there's probably going to be some other groups that are going to go after him.
Man. Okay. We do have some good news.
We do?
We do.
We do.
You don't have to suck on a sock.
I don't.
No, you don't, Worked. PewDiePie.
I made that bet, didn't I?
Yes, you did. you made the bet that if PewDiePie deletes his channel, you would suck on your sock. And I said on the air, I'm going to hold you to that. And he did delete one of his channels, but he didn't delete his 50 million subscriber channel. So PewDiePie was trolling everyone.
Shock of shocks.
There you go. You saw right through him. Basically, his 50 million subscriber channel remains untouched and unharmed. And it's funny how he went from 49 million and just a little over half to 50 million just like that as soon as he said it.
Yep.
Amazing how that works, huh? So what he ended up doing was posting a video online where he made it look pretty dramatic and that he was about to delete his channel.
Like he does.
And then he went and he does. He actually deletes one of his alternate channels, Jacksepticeye 2, which had just a bit over 1 million subscribers. So
yeah,
there you go.
Okay, I want to go out here for a minute on my soapbox and point out that I have made absolutely no secret to the fact that I dislike PewDiePie because his content sucks balls. But
agreed.
I want to add to this that, first of all, what kind of fucking snob, just as a joke, just like, you know what, I can delete an account with 1 million subs. That'd be good for a joke. This is a guy flaunting shit at this point. Second of all, I also appreciate the fact that he, like so many other YouTubers here, have gone on record pissing and moaning about this whole YouTube thing we just talked about again. Yeah. And then he basically just played into exactly what YouTube is now catering to, which is clickbaity shit. This is exactly what he did.
It's amazing.
He did clickbaity shit and got a whole bunch more subs.
Just like that, like instant. It was crazy. I don't know.
There are a lot of dumb people in this world.
There you go. I was gonna say some people are just suckers. So, what can you say?
I can say a lot of things, but
okay.
I'm gonna let sleeping dogs lie on this one. Like I said, it's fuck all retarded. I'm sorry. Nobody's gonna walk away from a bag full of cash going, yeah, you know what? I'm bored of spending money. Moving on. Anyways, here's some good news. I think under the Media Bites category, Ultra Beast's Streets of Rage coming to film and TV. Yay?
I don't remember Streets of Rage. I remember Ultra Beast.
Oh, come on, man. How can you not know Streets of Rage?
No, I don't remember it.
Well, then you suck.
I remember. No, I don't. Neither do you. Remember, that sock is still on your foot.
Fair enough. Anyway, so yeah, apparently the whole Sonic Hedgehog thing that was announced earlier this year has opened the doors wide open for Sega to start basically short selling every piece of content they have. I'm a little shocked by this. So they have Ultra Beast, which is, if you haven't played the game, is a side scroller beat 'em up game.
Yeah.
I don't really. I have no understanding of how you could turn this into something that's going to be compelling
a TV
content.
show or a movie.
Yeah. I just don't.
I think what's happening, this is just a theory of mine, okay? But I think what's happening is they're looking at Marvel, who's putting out all these movies, and some they're doing TV shows too, if I'm not mistaken. And they're going, how do we get into this circle? How do we get it that cash flow? So,
Marvel has the perk that they have character development and storyline and history.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but kids, please understand that games back then were not like Fallout and Watch Dogs of games now. Games now actually do have storylines and fleshed out. This wasn't really the case in early games.
No.
At least it wasn't really as in-depth, especially not for games like Ultra Beast and freaking Streets of Rage, for crying out loud. It's just... Okay,
I gotta look up Streets of Rage.
Far be it from me to miss the most important part here, which is the fact that Sega is also looking to partner with for titles like Virtual Fighter, Crazy Taxi, and Shinobi.
Yeah,
that's the thing. This is not them trying to get on the gravy train that is what Marvel's doing. Right. This is Sega whoring out their content. That's what this is.
Nice.
Yeah, they are dressing these things up in like fishnet stockings and short skirts and putting them out in the street corner going, hey!
That's
all it is.
We'll see, because you remember the old Street Fighter movies? They were terrible.
You know what? They honestly, I can't imagine this being any better. That said, that's probably the worst thing on the ever living planet that has ever existed or possibly could ever exist.
There you go. But it is video games, and video games, some could say or argue it's a sport, and it would be pretty cool if we could see that in a movie. Oh wait, hang on a second. Will Ferrell's going to be starring in an esports movie?
Okay, I take back exactly what I just said. It could actually get worse.
It can actually get... You know what, though? I'll bet it's going to be a pretty good movie. I don't think it's going to be a great movie. I think
No. You misread the it said Will Ferrell.
Did I?
It said Will Ferrell at the top. That tells you there's no fucking way it can be good.
Hang on a second. You don't like Will Ferrell?
Oh, no. No. I despise him.
Oh, I had no idea.
He is a useless, slapstick, dick and fart joke actor that can't hold himself up for crap. Yeah, sorry. I mean, no, he's great.
Well, I don't think he's great, but he's got that stupid, dumb kind of humor that I find like it's funny sometimes. Like I just watched Elf last night. Great movie. Stupid.
Yeah.
Great. But Christmassy and Christmas spirit and all that. But yeah, he's going to be doing an an esports movie. ESPN specifically says it will have similarities in the role he had in Talladega Nights.
See,
unfortunately,
that tells me it's going to be horrible.
But I haven't watched Talladega Nights. Now I really want to watch it just so that I know what they mean. Hey, come on.
Saying you like Will Ferrell is like admitting online that you have herpes.
But I don't mind him. You know why? I'll tell you why. You're
Canadian.
No, he was on Saturday Night Live when the other guys were all on there too. Dana Carvey, what's the other guy? The overpaid actor.
Yes, guys, the overpaid actor.
Tweety
that one.
Saturday Night Live. He's been in all kinds of movies. He's in that Pixel movie. He's the main star. My God, I'm blanking out here. Help me.
I'm sorry. I used to work at Blockbuster. I got the, that guy who was with that in that movie with that chick.
I'm
kind
gonna
of
pull
thing.
it up in a second. Hang on.
Oh
Frank.
my dear God.
Quick
Yeah,
pull.
so this is gonna be an esports movie with this ding dong in it. Esports is barely starting to show up on the radar, just in its own communities, let alone widespread. And
Adam Sandler.
see, the difference between Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell is that Adam Sandler, at least, he really becomes the butt of a joke. He's not like pitiful comedy.
Okay.
You don't look at him and go, wow, it's like kicking a retarded child. That's what Will Ferrell's humor is. It's like literally kicking a retarded child. It's just sad.
Okay. I can see that point of view. I can't actually. Oh God.
You know what they should do? They should have him play the part of PewDiePie in a documentary or something like that.
Okay.
Story of PewDiePie, played by Will Ferrell.
He'd probably do a good job too, especially making the
Oh
videos.
my God, I would throw things at you right now if I could.
Especially making his content.
Anything to throw at you, I'd throw it at you.
All right.
This is a sad, sad, sad day in news. I don't even want to go on.
No, come on. Okay, let's cut clean and let's go into calendars. Come on.
Yeah, maybe the past would be better. Hey, look. Its soft release is Doom, the first one. December 10th, 1993. I cannot believe it was that long ago. Holy crap.
I know.
This was one of the very early first-person shooters that came out, and it was deemed as controversial because of its violence and blood and aliens and whatnot.
It was great. I remember that, man. I played that too.
Oh my God. I know our views have changed over time, but I cannot believe that people were looking at this game going, wow, this is way too violent for our kids. Really? Yeah. I'll tell you what, Grandpa, strap in, because in about 10 years, it's going to get a lot worse.
Oh, man.
Holy shit, giggles. So, yeah, there you go, guys.
So it came out in 93, right?
Yep.
93. I think I started playing it in 95 on the PS1.
And there are a plethora of emulators out there to play this game. So if you guys haven't played before, go check it out. It is a great blast from the past. And it's interesting.
All right. Next on the calendar, okay. How do I say this? Initial ARPA net completed. So
ARPANET.
ARPANET? Okay, so I didn't know that it was actually called ARPANET. Shouldn't have
Silly
someone
Canadian.
just called it Skynet? Like, come on. Like, right from the start, it would have had the right name. Okay, so ARPANET, December 5th, 1969. The University of Utah becomes the fourth node in the ARPANET. This completed the planned original nodes on the experimental network that would eventually evolve into what we now know as the internets or the interwebs.
The interwebs.
They are a series of tubes. You don't want dump trucks that come and dump.
You can tell from the picture here that, you can see how long it is from SRI to University of Utah. They had to dig a long trench to put that tube down.
Yes, exactly. Yes, and they got to make sure that they don't clog those tubes.
And that goes over the Rocky Mountains too. So that's a long tube going through a mountain. So just so you know, now really, guys, this is important because this is foundational. This was the beginning of what is now known as the internet. This is
amazing.
This is how it all began, and from there, even today, you'll see that these still are clear points of destination for a lot of traffic. So
that's like, just to think of it, like it was 69, so 1970. That was, I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say it. That's before me.
That's way before me.
Yeah, that's before me.
That's before most of us, except Seshi.
Yeah. Except Seshi.
Seshi was around for this.
Okay. I wonder if she had the keyboard the first time and tried typing. She probably sent notes of music.
Just so you know, Kirok, she watches this.
Okay. So I said something good. She sent notes of music through on the internet. She was the first.
Yes, sure.
And then she downloaded her own music without paying for it.
You might want to be careful. I believe the term is you can't dig up.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to be careful.
Hey, releases! We have
Yes.
the biggest one I can see right from the list here is Forza Horizon 3, Blizzard Mountain expansion.
Yeah.
Forza is one of the top contenders for like the most iconic racing games out there. So this is an expansion for the game. So if you're into this, then look forward to more fun and more slipping all over the place.
On the same date, December 13th, Stardew Valley for PS4 is out. So Stardew Valley's been out on Steam for PC for a little bit. Comes to consoles. It's kind of weird though. December 13th, Stardew Valley comes out on PS4, and December 14th, Stardew Valley comes out on Xbox One. I don't know why they would do that. One on one day, one on the next day, but
I don't know why you want to play this on a lesser system, but you know, whatever.
but I mean, you've seen the graphics. It's not the highest demanding, so our consoles nowadays should be able to handle it no problem.
Yeah, okay.
On December 14th, there is one other game, Guilty Gear XRD or Xrd or whatever, Revelator for the PC.
Never heard this before.
Never heard of it myself either, but it is coming out December 14th for PC. So,
but it's got anime-esque type art, so I'm down for it. And of course, last but certainly not least, oh my god, it's time for Super Mario Run on iOS.
woohoo!
Yes, to be clear, I said on iOS,
Yes.
not on Android. And well, quite frankly, if you still have a Windows phone, then I'm sorry, because you will never see it. Yeah, if you guys remember, Mario Go is the first time that Nintendo's content's going to be not on Nintendo hardware, so it's going to be a side-scrolling, jumpy movie thingy that you can basically tap on the screen and do stuff. And it's basically as a free version and then a $10 one-time payment for the full version.
Mm-hmm.
So more power to you.
That's like, 3 days after this airs, so that's pretty cool.
Sure. All right, guys. Anyways, as always, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, questions, quandaries, whatever, feel free to head over to the Ballrock Gaming website. Under the forums, you can find our podcast forum page. There you can see show notes if everyone putting show notes back up there. I'm just gonna call it a loss for now. When we come back, like in the new year, we'll have some new format for it. But anyways, you can also leave comments and replies there, suggestions. Also sign up for being a guest host. If you'd like to join us, let us know, and we can talk more about that there. Hey, Kirok.
Yeah, man.
Lots of stuff coming out on your channel, right?
Just finishing off the Waltz of the Wizards series. I got one more episode to post, probably going to happen next week sometime. Other than that, I just haven't had a chance to sit down and play games. So
you're not playing games. I'm not playing games.
It's a little dry.
We're like the best gaming people ever for a gaming podcast.
We love games. I've been at a point where I've been buying games because I want to play them and show them, but I just don't play them, so I've stopped buying them now.
And right as the winter sales are all coming up.
Yeah.
Sucks to be you. Anything going on in the Project Singularity world?
In the Project Singularity world, we just had like our gaming night a couple of nights back, which was fun. We had 4 people there. Every once in a while, we like getting together. We try and do it at least once a week and just play. And it doesn't have to be something that we stream or we record or post or anything. It's just for us to get together and have fun and play. And if you want to stream it, if you want to post it, or record it and then post it, up to you. That's totally cool. So we finally did that. I feel like we're getting a little bit more into that, which is really nice. I enjoy my time with the guys.
Yeah, so that's the biggest part of these kind of communities is just the opportunity to get people together. And of course, guys, as always, you can keep up with them on the Twitters and anything else you can find him at. Just look up Kira Craft. You'll find him. Or just go to Canada and start calling out his name.
Yeah.
Or look for his car. He drives a red Ferrari. So just look for that, and you'll find him. Actually, I'll give you a hint. He's on Google Maps.
I am actually on Google Maps.
There you go. So you can figure out where he is on Google Maps. You'll see him.
Yeah.
I'm outing you slowly. All right, man. I myself haven't had a lot coming up because I've been sick and not feeling well like today. I have not had any time whatsoever, and as I said, I've got a lot of things going on right now in the real world, including the renovation when I'm not sick, among other things. So things have been stale and slow, but we're going to be taking some downtime over the next couple of weeks. We're going to have these podcasts coming out for the follow-ups, the year in review, etc. And then me and Kirok are going to be diving into what we're going to do for the podcast 2.0. So definitely look forward to that. If you guys haven't already noticed on the YouTubes and the main website for Ball Rocket Gaming, we've got new art here. So you can see a new art and icon, and new banners for the YouTube channel. So yay, new art from Big Damn Artist.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
He is a great artist when it comes to things like that. He doesn't just do static images; he also does live images. So if you ever guys want to have video intros, outros, or art of any sort created, definitely check out Big Damn Artist. Just a little shout out for him. And as I said before, guys, if you can give us a little love, give us a shout out. We're losing subscribers left and right, Kirok. We need to get more subscribers. We need some kind of clickbait.
Are you trying to get me to eat my sock? Because that ain't happening. I'm sorry.
What we need to do, we need to have some clickbait title for this episode. We're deleting our channel at 50 people. 50 subs and we delete our channel. Quick, Kirok, create another channel. So we'll go ahead and give it to the YouTube desires. We're going to need you to, let's see how they say it, slam, pound, hump, whatever it is you do with that like button.
Smash.
Hump that like button. Make sure you comment in every single video. Make sure you hit the like button every single one. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the little bell to get notifications. Make sure you're totally interactive with our podcast, otherwise you may lose us.
Okay, good.
Seriously though, guys, we still do appreciate the love and the help, and one of the ways you can do that is giving us a shout out. If you happen to be on Votable, for example, please feel free to give us a thumbs up over there, say hi, point people to us on here. You can also follow us on Twitter. We do that. We have a Facebook site. We don't really do much with it that I'm aware of right now, but we are out there. So if you guys can give us a shout out on these different avenues, it will be appreciated and loved very much. We do appreciate that. And of course, if you want to give monetarily, we do have our Patreon service here, and you're welcome to drop anywhere from $1 up to $50 if you like, and help us out. It really is a big deal, and it really does help us out a lot, and we really do appreciate it. I'm sick.
Go get some rest.
I'm gonna get some rest.
Go get some rest and a little bit of
little medicine. I'm just gonna drink balls of NyQuil.
Oh gosh.
I'll be healthy in no time, or I won't care. All right, guys.
All right.
Kirok, thanks a lot as always.
Thank you, Warped.
And
thank you, everyone.
We'll see you guys next week with a year in review.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye. Logitech, when your shit sucks. Oh, good. Yeah, my headset just told me that it's dying.
Oh, no.
If anybody has any plans or ideas on where I can get a complete replacement of gaming gear for keyboard, mouse, D-pad, and headset that all runs on the same software, please let me know in the notes below. Because I'm getting real fed up with Logitech.
Really? I switched to Logitech.
I'm running old gear, so... Like, you know, the battery goes in this thing, and there's no easy way to replace the battery. It's, you start the tail lights and work your way in to get to the battery.
Oh, I gotcha. This one I'm wearing now, the G933, I think. Oh, the battery just pops out in 2 seconds.
Aren't you fucking special? You look at me, I'm Canadian, I have nice things.
It's because everything costs less here. Well, only if you come from the U.S., then it costs less. 3, 2,